Welcome to my channel. I'm Gary Wariawan, and today I'm going to show you my favorite Micro Four Thirds accessories. Let's go! Now before we continue with today's video, this is just a quick reminder for you to support my small channel by liking this video, sharing this video, and subscribing to my channel down below. It will help me a lot. Alright, let's continue with the video. Alright, so as some of you might already know, I'm a big Micro Four Thirds fan, I'm a Micro Four Thirds lover, I'm a Micro Four Thirds user, and I mainly use Micro Four Thirds for travel photography as well as for video. So in this video, I'm going to show you some items, some accessories that I frequently use to enhance the usability of my Micro Four Thirds camera system. So this is all of the items that I usually use, except for the camera body and the lenses themselves, alright? So let's continue with the items themselves. First item is camera bag. Alright, because I'm using Micro Four Thirds camera system, they're not as big as full frame or APS-C camera system, so I don't really need big bags, and for travel, I prefer something that is very functional as well as lightweight at the same time, alright? I made a whole video about camera bags for Micro Four Thirds, and you can check it on the link above here. I don't want to waste too much time, to explain about camera bags, but basically you can check out that video and you'll learn a whole lot about my preference for Micro Four Thirds camera bag, alright? But basically, my Micro Four Thirds camera bag of choice are either the Billingham Hadley Pro and Small, or the Ona Bowery, or the Ona Prince Street, alright? Alright, now let's talk about flash. As some of you might already know, I use off-camera flash pretty often, especially for travel, to make some environmental portrait. I use flash because I want to create dramatic kind of lighting, and also I want to be able to control the exposure of both my subject and the background using flash. For travel, my flash of choice is this guy right here, the Viltrox JY610 Mark II. The reason why I choose this flash for my Micro Four Thirds travel system is quite obvious, isn't it? It's pretty small, it only takes 2 AA batteries, and it has more than enough power for environmental portrait, especially for outdoor. So, to enhance the usability of my flash during travel, I made this little solution right here, this mini tripod combined with this radio transceiver system, alright? So, this is the Benro MK10 combined with the Yongnuo RF603CII Mark II transceiver system. So, the Benro right here can extend into almost a full-length tripod, and this radio trigger system will help to communicate with my camera so that I can fire my flash wirelessly, alright? So I have another RF603CII Mark II right here, and this goes into my camera, so I can use it wirelessly. And because this goes into a full-length tripod height, I can use this almost like a portable light stand, so I can just, put this near my subject while I'm away from my subject using telephoto lens or something like that, This off-camera flash thing, if you want to learn more about it, I have a link in this card above, so you can check it out to learn more about off-camera flash photography. Other flash that I use besides the Viltrox is this guy right here, the Yongnuo YN560 Mark IV. So this is a more powerful flash for a more kind of serious photography project, and also it has built-in transceiver system like the RF603CII Mark II inside the flash, alright? So that's why I choose this flash for more serious kind of project. Now let's talk about tripod. For travel tripod, I mainly use this guy right here. This is the Siri T005BX. This is an aluminum tripod. It's pretty lightweight, not the lightest one, but it provides a very good value because it's not too expensive. And I've been using this tripod for many years, and it's been serving me really well for my travel needs. So I replaced the original ball head that comes with this Siri tripod with this Ulanzi ball head called the U80L. This is a very small ball head, very lightweight, and it comes with this very small kind of Arca Swiss plate that is really small, and it attaches really well to the camera, especially for Micro Four Thirds camera because it is small and it can hold the weight of the camera pretty well. And Because it is small, it is very portable and easier for travel. Besides being small and sturdy enough for Micro Four Thirds, the Ulanzi ball head also comes with this passive cold shoe mount that will be really helpful for you to attach another accessory such as microphone or lighting during travel, I haven't really used it yet, but I'm sure that it will be very handy for my future travels. Alright, now let's talk about audio. As I mentioned earlier, I use Micro Four Thirds not only for photography but also for video. Like this YouTube video that you're watching right now. It's being recorded with a Micro Four Thirds camera, the Panasonic G85. When it comes to making great video, audio is also part of the equation, so you really need to have a quality audio system. So I have a few different microphones that I usually use with my Micro Four Thirds camera system. And the first microphone that I want to talk about is this guy that you cannot really see right now that's being used to record this video. So you are hearing my sound through the microphone, alright? I will show some B-roll later, but this is the Rode VideoMic NTG. So the Rode VideoMic NTG is a really great sounding microphone. In fact, you are hearing it right now, alright? And it's my main microphone to use for YouTube videos like this. It has USB-C connection so that you can connect it not only to cameras but also to computer as well to use for podcasts or for recording. Also, it has built-in rechargeable batteries so that you don't have to think about getting batteries or getting rechargeable batteries for the microphone, alright? However, I don't really use the Rode VideoMic NTG for travel. It is simply too big, even though it's not really that big. I have other microphones that I use for travel. For travel, I prefer this Rode VideoMicro. It's so small, it has a decent enough sound quality. Obviously not as good as the VideoMic NTG, but this is more than good enough for travel. It also don't require batteries, so that I don't have to think about getting batteries or have to check if the batteries is dead or something like that, And because it is so small, it is very easy to pack around for travel. If I need to record audio wirelessly, then I will use this Rode Wireless Go, the original first version, alright? The transmitter right here has built-in lavalier microphone so that you can just plug and play and start recording wireless audio right away. Now let's talk about filters. So these days I try to not use analog filters. I try to use digital filters during editing because it saves me some time. It saves me, a little bit of hassle of carrying filters when I travel. But sometimes you just cannot use digital filters. You have to still rely on analog filters. And here are some of the filters that I usually use for my Micro Four Thirds camera system. For landscape photography, you will need a more elaborate kind of filter system. So I'm using this high-tech filter system right here. So this is the filter holder. This is 100mm. So I mainly use this filter system with my wide-angle lens, the Laowa 7.5mm f2 that I usually use for landscape photography. And right now, I have installed two slots right here for the square filters and one circular slot for my circular polarizer right here. As for the filters themselves, I use graduated ND filters from Hitech. I also use this 100mm circular polarizer from Hitech, and also I'm using Lee filters, the big stopper, the 10-stop ND filter to cut down some lights. Alright, for more general purpose kind of filters, I usually use this ND filter by Hoya. This is their ND8. So this is very useful for video so that you can reach the shutter speed that you want, which is usually twice the frame per second of your camera. And also it is useful for photography, for environmental portrait with off-camera flash, so that you can reach the maximum shutter sync speed of your camera, which is usually not that high, which is about 1/250th of a second or something like that. Alright, now let's talk about storage, and it's not too sexy, I don't really have a lot of things to say about storage, except that I usually use SanDisk. These are either the SanDisk Extreme or the SanDisk Ultra, and all of them are 64GB, which is more than enough for about 2000, 3000 kind of shots in RAW, or about 2 hours to 3 hours worth of 1080p video. For storing my edited photographs or video, I usually use this guy right here, which is the Samsung T5 SSD hard drive. Last but not least, strap. I don't really have lots of straps. I don't really use fancy straps. I use the simplest one that I can find. And I use this guy right here. This is being gifted to me by Matthew Gasket, and I will link his channel above, alright? He's a really nice guy as well as his wife, and yeah, I won this from their competition a few years ago. And this strap right here is a leather strap from Italian leather, alright? It's called Figosa. Oh, my bad Italian impersonation. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, this is a really nice leather strap that I use mainly for my Macro Four Thirds camera. I don't really have any other straps beside than this, and this been serving me really well. I really like the leather. I really like how it looks, how it feels. Although it's not really that, you know, fancy, it did the job really well, alright? And that wraps up this video, alright? So that is all for today's video. I hope that you find this video about the Micro Four Thirds accessories is useful for you. And please comment down below if you have any accessories that you want to share to help improve the usability of your Micro Four Thirds camera. And also if you have any questions, I will also try to answer as best as I can on the comments down below, alright? And also don't forget to support my small channel by liking this video, sharing this video and subscribing to my channel down below. It will really help me a ton, alright? So thank you and goodbye.